Hey guys, this is Commander Video here. Welcome back to another video. So today we're gonna be doing Dan versus Fletcher. So let's get into this. So we'll start in the Northeast, where I think Dan will easily win Maine and New Hampshire and Vermont. These are safe Republican states, and since there's no Republican in this race, since Dan says he's Libertarian Party, so I can't put the Republican Party in this video. So there's not gonna be a Republican Party in this video. Um, I think Fletcher easily wins Massachusetts and Rhode Island, however, because you're going to see Matt Gagnon, Black Eagle. He's going to come out huge for Fletcher. He's going to be doing fiery rallies and for Fletcher in Rhode Island and Massachusetts, getting the fat vote out since Fletcher's fat. Getting the McDonald's vote out, getting the Big Mac vote out, and also getting the simp vote out for Fletcher, because Fletcher's a woman, and Fletcher's going to need those simps to win. So Fletcher easily wins Massachusetts and Rhode Island, and Matt Gagnon is a simp himself, so of course he's gonna simp for Fletcher. And then Connecticut, that's gonna go to Dan. New York goes to Fletcher, however, because Kevin is in love with Fletcher. Like Kevin thinks Fletcher is like the second Finnegan. So you're gonna see Kevin. He's gonna be doing fiery rallies in New York City. With Bill De Blasio and Christian Gillibrand. And Chuck Schumer's gonna be there. That's Radio's dad. So New York easily goes to Fletcher. And also God of Politics, I think he's from New York. He's also gonna be doing rallies for Fletcher there. And then New Jersey goes for Fletcher, since you're gonna see Delta. He's gonna come out for Fletcher in New Jersey. And then of course Delaware is gonna go to Fletcher, since Finnegan's gonna endorse Fletcher because of Kevin. So Fletcher easily wins Delaware because Finnegan's gonna be doing fiery rallies in Delaware. And then Maryland, I think Maryland probably goes to Dan, since you're going to see LTE come out for Dan, since, LTE's a rhino. He's probably going to vote for a Libertarian Dan over Fletcher, since, LTE is gay, so he's probably not going to choose Fletcher since she's an ugly woman. So LTE is going to be doing fiery rallies in Baltimore, getting the black vote, getting the TikTok vote out for Dan in Maryland. And then DC goes for Fletcher because it's DC. And then Dan probably wins Pennsylvania because you're gonna see Mike come out for Dan. You're gonna see Slot come out for Dan. They're gonna be doing fiery rallies in the Philly suburbs. Even though Mike may endorse Fletcher since he was simping for a girl on Discord before, so Mike might endorse Fletcher, but for this prediction, he endorses Dan. So, and West Virginia goes to Dan because they're populous. Fletcher's a rhino, so of course they're not going to support Fletcher. And Virginia also goes to Fletcher. That's what Jacob Hornberger, Fish, he campaigned there in Virginia in 2002 and for the Senate race there. So I think, Jacob Hornberger or Fish is going to come out for Dan. Fish is the Libertarian nominee, so Virginia goes for Dan. And North Carolina probably goes for Fletcher, since Backstar used to obsess over Fletcher a lot, And Fletcher's probably going to have a better healthcare plan, It's probably going to be like the Bernie Bro style healthcare plan, Medicare for all. So Backstar's going to be doing rallies with Fletcher in North Carolina. That makes it go blue. And then Fletcher probably wins South Carolina too. And then Georgia probably goes to Dan because you're going to see Allen. And Allen's going to come out for Dan and Train Fan Jackson. They're going to be doing fiery rallies trying to keep the suburbs together away from Fletcher, because Fletcher's going to be campaigning in Atlanta with Stacey Abrams. They're trying to stop the bleeding. Their city of the Libertarian can win the suburbs. And then Florida goes for Dan because you're going to see Xenox is going to come out for Dan. And Trump and Sex Laptop are going to come out for Dan. So Xenox and Sex Laptop are going to be doing fiery rallies in Tampa. And then Alabama probably goes for Fletcher, since Doug Jones is going to come out to endorse Fletcher. Lozano is going to come out to endorse Fletcher. And, Fletcher, Lozano is a big simp for girls, and especially ugly girls on Discord. So Alabama goes for Fletcher. And then Mississippi goes for Dan because of Hyper. Hyper's going to come out for Dan. So Hyper is going to be doing fiery rallies in Mississippi, getting the poor black vote out. And then the rest of the South, and then the farm states are probably gonna go for Dan, since they're not gonna like Fletcher at all. And then Texas, I think, easily goes to Dan, since Jacob Hornberger was born in Texas. He has Fish has the Texas appeal, so you're gonna see Fish doing fiery rallies in San Antonio and in Houston and Dallas and El Paso. Beto's gonna be there with Dan. They're gonna be doing rallies saying we're gonna take away your guns. They're gonna be talking about freedom. They're gonna be talking about libertarianism. You're gonna see Bloomberg come with Dan, and you're gonna see no one's gonna only Sema Hernandez is gonna come out for Fletcher, and that's not gonna be enough to win Texas, of course. And then Colorado goes for Dan because of weed. And then New Mexico also goes for Dan. And then Arizona probably goes for Fletcher since you're going to see God Emperor Trump. He was simping over Fletcher on Discord. And you're also going to see Lalo. He was also simping over Fletcher. I don't know why you would simp for ugly girls, but okay. So Arizona goes to Fletcher because you're going to see DJT doing fire rallies and golf courses, getting the golf vote out. And then Dan wins Alaska and Fletcher wins Hawaii. Fletcher is going to win the Asian vote. She's also going to win the prostitute vote, which is going to help her win Nevada. And Harry Reid, Harry Reid's going to be doing fire rallies with Fletcher, naked rallies with Fletcher in Nevada. And then California, Fletcher's going to be getting the feminist vote. Fletcher's going to be getting the feminist vote and the simp vote. There's a huge simp vote in California. Like Maud Lyson's going to simp for Fletcher. Sean's going to simp for Fletcher. DX Deity's going to simp for Fletcher. And Alpha is going to simp for Fletcher. So they're all going to be doing fiery rallies for Fletcher in California, making it go blue easily. And then Oregon goes blue because they have Antifa. Fletcher said how conservative she is because she's not conservative. She's a fucking libtard. She's a Bernie bro. And then Washington goes for Fletcher because of Posty. Posty's going to be doing huge fiery rallies in Linden, getting the city vote out for Fletcher. And then Dan probably wins Minnesota because you're going to see right-wing radical come out for Dan. So that's going to make Minnesota go for Dan. And then Wisconsin goes for Fletcher. Michigan goes to Fletcher because Red Eagle's going to endorse Fletcher, and Red Eagle's going to be doing simp rallies with Fletcher. Fiery rallies filled with fiery naked rallies with where the audience is just a bunch of simps chasing Red Eagle over Fletcher. And then Indiana goes for Fletcher because you're going to see Pete Buttigieg come out for Fletcher and getting the gay vote out. And then Ohio is also going to go for Fletcher since White Stained Glass was simping over Fletcher in Discord the other day. And he's going to be doing fiery rallies in Ohio trying to get the black vote out since he's supporting a Democrat. He's got to get the black vote out. And then Fletcher's also going to win Illinois because you're going to see she wins Illinois because Nathan, orangutan Nathan loves Fletcher. They're pretty much like together. Like even though Fletcher and Dan are together, like Fletcher says Fletcher has multiple boyfriends and Nathan's one of those other boyfriends. So Nathan's gonna be doing huge rallies, getting the orangutan and black vote out for Fletcher. Then Kentucky probably goes to Fletcher because Kentucky went blue in 2019, so it's going to go blue now. So our final map has Fletcher winning with 275 electoral votes to Dan. Dan having 263 electoral votes. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please leave a video request in the comment section below for future videos. And I will see you all in the next video. Fletcher Gaming out.